I just realized that this microwave oven is in the back. It's because it's broken and I need to dispose of it, and I didn't know how to schedule pickup, so I'm going to drop it off today. But anyways, today is my first day with this new schedule, aka a whole new morning routine. The original goal was to wake up at 5:30 a.m., do a meditation, maybe do some journaling before I come here to Cliffs of Id to do some yoga. Cliffs of Id. But I ended up sleeping till 6:30. I did my meditation still, didn't get to do some journaling, but now I'm here. Thankfully, I live very, very close. So, all right, good to go in, set up. I've never taken a yoga class there, so I'm not really sure what it's going to be like, but I expect myself to struggle. And that's okay. We can do hard things. That's what I keep telling myself. The room was dark when I got here, so I thought I had the wrong schedule, but today is the 7th and yoga flow starts at 7 a.m. So we're in the right place, and she's setting up now. We have a couple minutes until my first meeting of the day, but I did it. I took my very first yoga class and it was pretty nice. It was a slow flow, so nice and easy going, but not too slow. It was a nice way to ease into the day. There weren't too many chaturangas and too many holds, so it was very manageable. And I like that it's a form of meditation. I know that there will be days where I won't want to go because of its slower pace. That's why I like going to F45. It's a bit more fast paced, goes by quickly, but I know that over time, this will strengthen my frontal lobes. And I know that because many, many years ago, back in college, I did a study on yoga and lived it myself. When I took yoga before, I did really well in the class I took afterwards. And I didn't realize until I stopped taking yoga and then my grades started declining, and then I associated the two. But anyways, I'm feeling pretty good. I came home around 8:30, got ready, and I also cleaned up downstairs in our main space. So when I came home and walked into that really fresh, open space, it felt really good. So I'm really looking forward to going downstairs and making some breakfast. There are, I will say, some weird feelings of, I guess it's fear of me failing or slipping or falling out of routine. I tend to do really, really well for a few days or a few weeks, and then all of a sudden slip and fall, and then just do all of these, like I binge eat, or I will sleep in, or I will not work efficiently. It's not that I'm like on a diet per se, but I like to eat foods that make me feel energized so that I can do a lot throughout the day. But then the thing is, sometimes that requires me to prepare food or cook or something. And then if I don't prepare in advance, then I'm not setting myself up for success. And then I just will eat whatever I see. And then since I don't have any greens in my system, I don't really have the energy to put in mindful work, like plan out my week or journal or meditate and stuff like that. And I'm reminding myself that going to yoga helps me, like my best self goes to yoga. Does that make sense? I saw that on a friend's story a few days ago, where whenever she feels down, she just remembers and thinks about, what does my best self do? My best self goes to bed at 9 p.m. My best self wakes up at 5:30. My best self takes yoga. My best self meditates, blah, 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 blah. So I have this fear that I will fall into a hole of bad habits, which has kind of been happening lately ever since I moved here. I mean, things ever since I moved here have been great, but at the same time, I haven't been forming new habits that I know added over time will get me to where I want to go. I want to catch that now and address it. So that's what I'm working on. Maybe one day I'll show you what my calendar looks like, but goal is wake up at 5:30, meditate, maybe journal if I have some time, and then go to yoga. After yoga, maybe climb a bit because I have some friends who will be at the gym at that time. And then when I come home, get ready, cook breakfast, and then do my work day. And then if I have time later, take another class like F45 or go on a run or take a dance class, something a bit more active than yoga, so that I can have those doubles on the day, but in a way that's not going to, I don't know, burn me out, you know? So that's where I'm at, but progress. I'm trying to celebrate the progress. Oh, also, I added that to my room yesterday. It's looking pretty good. I removed one of the plants from up here and put it up there, which looks really nice, but then now this is feeling a little bit empty. It's okay. Okay, time to continue my day. Goodbye.
Yeah.
So Jamaica got this really cool microgreen kit, and look, it's growing. When did I put this together? Friday?
Yeah.
Over the weekend? Look, a few days in, I think tomorrow it'll be safe to peel this part out. We've just been leaving it right here on the table. Well, I did what I was afraid of, and I had 2 meetings back to back around lunchtime, and I don't know why I didn't prep lunch prior, and I got really hungry. And I had this entire container filled up with popcorners, these incredible chips that I just can't stop eating, and I finished the whole container. I'm still hungry. It definitely didn't really do anything other than just something to munch on, but I'm a little sad, but it's fine. Now I just need to eat real food. Okay, so at least I've made some progress today. I bought this Live Hub template for Notion, and I've been applying it today. I moved all of these pages that I had already been using into this little dashboard. And then here's this weekly planning section. There's goal setting, all of this other stuff. There are some other templates that I'm working on that I may share in the future. More on that later. But yeah, so I scheduled time for me to work on this every single week, and then we'll see how that goes. Well, doing that was really helpful because it kind of reminded me to give myself a bit more grace. I find myself comparing myself to how I was last year at this time because I was quickly progressing through my goals, but I'm in a very different space physically and mentally than I was last year. So I'm trying to remind myself to be forgiving towards myself, to have some empathy, and to not reflect on that too much. Don't dwell on it. If anything, be where I am and move forward. Easier said than done, I will tell you that. But that's what I'm telling myself. It's like, okay, everything you've done, you've already done. You can't really do anything about it. All you can do is focus on what you do moving forward. And that is to set myself up for success tomorrow. And I'm not exactly sure what that means right now. My mind is so jumbled, but at least I know I'm gonna go to bed at 9, wake up at 5:30, meditate, and do that morning routine and see how that goes. I guess we'll start there. All right, until tomorrow, thank you for watching.